Okay, bro. Lunch.
English, no?
Welcome to another episode of Stranger in My Home. Another episode, another dinner. Oh, bro, I don't think we're gonna eat this forever, you know? Alright, let's go. Bon appetit. Let's do it.
That's it.
First of all, welcome.
Pleasure.
Welcome. Second of all, who are you and what are you doing here?
So, my name is Urban. I'm coming from Slovenia. I'm studying in Zadar University.
Oh, so you're familiar with Zadar. Okay.
Basically, I am. Yeah, I study online basically, so I just decided to make a short trip around the islands. And here I am in Brač. I went from Split to Korčula, then to Hvar, and now I'm here, returning back to Split tomorrow.
Dude, so why Zadar? What's so good with Zadar?
I wanted to basically, I think the sea was the key point. Being by the sea, and that was the only place available for us by the sea and also by inside the former Eastern Europe, let's say. So basically, I wanted to be by the sea, but not to die because of low budgets, you know.
Yeah.
So we have exchange with Oslo, with Dublin, with Reykjavik, but I know I'm enjoying much more here in the south, and also you have student dormitories here. So basically, I know that with the scholarship I will go through.
Okay, so by we have options of Oslo. Who is this we? What you're talking about?
It's University of Ljubljana. Yes, my department of geography.
Geography department, University of
Yes.
Ljubljana. Hello to University of Ljubljana, and let's talk about Ljubljana. Why did the Pankrti say Ljubljana is boring? What does this song mean? Why did they think it's boring? And where was exciting for the Pankrti? It's a famous punk band from Slovenia from back in the 70s.
Not necessarily to say boring, but it's just like Bulana means actually just fucked up.
Bulana is fucked up.
Fucked up, yeah.
Ah.
It's like literally it means sick. Bolan.
It's sick, like yeah.
Yeah, but actually it means fucked up. So nothing goes well in Ljubljana, but it doesn't explain anything. It's just typical punk song, basically.
Typical punk, like rage and like
Yeah.
Ljubljana is fucked up because why not?
And they're describing like there are 5 municipalities in Ljubljana, which is not true. They're describing that the biggest municipality is Ljubljana Center, which is not true. So basically, it's just punk song. I don't treat it too serious.
So Pankrti kind of didn't do their geography
They didn't.
in the song. Yeah, I still kind of like their energy, very kind of.
I think it's mostly, maybe they know the stuff around the municipalities in Ljubljana, but they were doing it because they're punks, They want to be rebels. So probably, I don't know.
What does it mean, the Pankrti? Is there a special meaning to it?
Yeah, Pankart means I don't know in English, but basically
The closest explanation you can give.
the offspring without the parents.
Offspring without the parents, yeah. Yeah.
that are basically abandoned
Okay.
by the actual parents.
Today's episode is sponsored by Stina Vino, or I would like to think so. Someday it will be sponsored by Stina Vino. For now, we're just drinking it on our own expense. Poship 2019, Stina. So, what about wine? You come from probably a wine region, right? What's your hometown and what kind of wine is famous there?
I come from Postojna, which is famous for Postojna Cave,
For the cave.
the biggest cave in Europe. In fact, I saw the panel right here in Bol, near the Zlatni Rat. I saw Park Postojnskaya.
yeah.
So it's still the biggest attraction of Slovenia.
Right.
There is no wine there in Postojna because we are way too cold. The winters are way too cold for growing any wine. But if you go 20 kilometers southwest,
Okay.
you will go down the valley and there are famous wine there near the Italian border.
So the Postojna is let's say like higher in the hills or
Yeah, in fact, it's the highest town in Slovenia, like the proper town.
Oh.
It's on 600 meters.
So it's like Gornji Humac on Brač. It's completely different climate than here in Bol.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh. And then
But we are still half an hour to the sea.
yeah, of course.
We are basically 25 minutes by car to Trieste, 35 to Koper, 30 minutes to Rijeka, to Croatia. So yeah, everything is close, but yet the winters are cold, so
Yeah, of course.
and windy. So basically, we don't grow any wine.
You don't grow any wine, but the closest area grows what kind of white, reds, probably reds, both.
The most famous is Teran.
Teran.
Red wine on Terra Rossa. Basically, Teran is called from Terra Rossa, from red soil.
Mm-hmm.
The big brand, the big corporation for the wine is Vina Koper.
Okay.
It's the most famous, but there are many small also producers that I don't know by the name, but they are usually selling well for especially Italians who come for wine region, wine roads we call it.
Wine road, yeah.
Yeah, so
No.
gastronomic tourism.
Gastronomic tourism, yeah, sure. Yeah, I get it. Italian likes to do a little bit hunting, shooting, a little bit
Indeed,
wine, food.
and for us they are annoying tourists, but they do pay. If they are happy with it, they also pay the tip, unlike Slovenians.
Of course. We are very familiar with it here in Croatia. I'm joking, of course. Everybody is welcome. Some people are assholes, some people are not, regardless of the nationality.
It's always like this.
What else to ask? So, why did you decide to come to Bol?
Basically, I didn't plan any islands first. I came to Split for 2 days. But then I realized, everything I have online, why don't I prolong my stay? Then I got message randomly, like while I was searching, basically already for Couchsurfers. I got a message from one Lithuanian former Couchsurfer that hosted me in Vilnius 5 years ago, and she said, come to Korčula. I moved to Korčula just a few months ago.
Oh, cool.
She hosted me in Korčula.
Lithuanians allow Croatia. There's one working for our company, Stina, here in Bol. It's a she, Dovile. So this Lithuanian woman in Korčula, what's happening with her? She told you?
Yeah, she was working in China for a few years. Meanwhile, she was working in Budapest, and now basically she just moved because she was sick of the city life. So.
Yeah, get it.
So and she's also freelancer. I mean, everything online. So she's living in a small village, Zavalatica now. So.
Oh, the Latics are really nice. Near Chara.
Yeah, Chara and near Smokvica.
Chara near Smokvica, so she's good with this type of wine. She's good with whites. Cheers to home of the Poship, our greatest white grape variety of Dalmatia. Been there once in 2018, just for a day. Amazing how on Korčula, unlike on Brač, they only grow in the valley, on the valley floor. There's not one vineyard on the hill. Wow, fantastic. Wow.
Yes, because the hills are also karst. I don't know how do you grow here, but we are also growing on, well, not really in the lowlands, but
I mean, here I haven't seen anything being grown except on the mostly here on the south side, a little bit on the north side, but it's all like coast near the sea, also steep areas. So yeah, nice. So you like? Did you do any information gathering on Bol before you came?
no.
What did you know about Bol? Did you know anything about it? Did you?
In fact, I knew about Zlatni Rat, but I didn't know it's here. To be honest, I didn't know it's in Bol.
Oh, so Zlatni Rat is a stronger symbol than the name of the town itself.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, I heard first time for the name Bol while just like cruising through the maps. I knew for Brač obviously, but I don't know. Yeah, but when I was in Fara, or in Korčula, I don't remember anymore. But I was basically searching for Couchsurfer hosts in like area of 500, like of 50 kilometers, and so basically I decided to go whenever the road takes me. So here I am.
Cool, man. So what? Like, you know, if you have any questions to ask me, just go ahead. This is kind of a like a dialogue or something like that. More than just like me shooting questions into you, you know. So, but I'm still wondering, why did you become a couchsurfer? When did you hear about this concept? And you've been in couchsurfing for some time, yeah?
For a long time. In fact, 10 years.
10 years, guys.
My first couchsurfer was Matija from Zagreb.
Oh yeah.
So I
yeah.
started with Croatia, and it was
Like your first host.
my first host. It
Okay.
was 2012. So yeah, 9 years now. Yeah,
Back
almost
in-
10 years. Soon it will be the anniversary. Yeah,
Really?
and it was for the Slayer concert. In fact, I was
Oh
15 or
yeah.
16. He was, in fact, he wasn't there. He was just like, he left me the key.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, this is my student dormitory.
Bye bye.
Have a good time." But I'm in Karlovac, so.
He's not going to Slayer. He's
Yeah. But then he, then I met him in 2018, in fact, in Karlovac. So it was nice that I actually met him in the end, because he hosted me 3 times in Zagreb and he
Right.
never was there.
Right.
And the 4th time I came to Karlovac to meet him.
Yeah.
But 6 years after, yeah. But since then, I actually, this was like just the first one, but then like many countries. The second was Finland. The third was those countries around Slovenia, hitchhiking basically, and couchsurfing. Belgrade, Vienna, Budapest, Milano, all this, yeah.
Oh yeah, good times in Milano.
Yeah. So, but I like the community. I like the vast differences of people. You know, you meet you meet really from the high introverts to extroverts to crazy to like totally boring. You know, every single type. You know, families. People are like low, solo people. You know, who live alone. Like you know. Big families or couples or well, this is like to couchsurfing, yeah.
To Postojna cave and to couchsurfing.
Yeah, and basically.
To Postojna, I gotta go there now. Now that we know each other.
Okay.
I mean,
we were all working in Postojna.
if you are home when I come.
Well, probably not, but cave is gonna be open anyway. We were all working in Postojna cave actually. All Postojna residents were at some point working for.
It's so big that you can all fit. You can all fit inside working. Is there like a small train or something?
Yeah.
The train.
There is inside train.
Electric.
And we were all working basically for. I was working for. You try to sell as much as possible to Italians mainly.
How does it look like this kind of work in the cave? Just like selling the tickets or like what's happening?
Yeah.
I come in front of the cave with like how it's like a whole like a theme park like a Disneyland like Postojna cave there like or is it like very serious like cops or like something.
It's
completely
in between, yeah. Of course, like there are. It would be serious if there would be not way of making more money otherwise. You could leave it serious, but of course they put random. The hotel, the owner of Postojna cave currently, I mean the actual Postojna cave company. He's a very smart man, in fact. Okay, he's a millionaire. Nobody likes him, but I at least admire him because he's a smart man. You know, for example, we found out that there is abandoned hotel. He found some secret rooms from Yugoslavia, so from Communist Party. You know.
Oh, secret room.
Yes, and if he wouldn't have this Postojna cave, basically. We would be just like, oh, okay, whatever, secret room. He made it as a tourist attraction. Secret room, come and see secret room. 20 euros. People come. He found some random exhibition of butterflies. He's selling it. He's selling the only cave zoo on the planet. There is the only cave zoo on the planet. And there are only little insects. Okay, there is a human fish.
Yeah, that's
The human fish is the only visible animal in the cave. The rest are tiny and nobody sees them anyway. Like there's like a big terrarium and there's like a little insect.
And like the photos on the side.
The photos, here it should be insect. Yeah, and you search and you don't find it. Obviously, it's small. But people still go, so it's very smart. And we, as a promoters, we were trying to sell as much as possible. So especially Italians, they come clueless, you know, they don't know what they come for. They come from Trieste, they come from Udine, they came from Venezia, they came to see cave, and then you sell them everything else.
Yeah, that's basically.
Yeah.
Basically, most of the tourists.
Yes. But
there's something here.
Yeah,
Let's investigate.
So I myself was working with Italians because and Spanish. So I can tell for the Romance languages. Those who are working with Germans, I don't know how is it. Probably quite different.
Yeah,
selling things to Germans.
Okay. So you need to approach people, or they come and like ask, or
I need to approach obviously.
You approach and you like
and then,
pitch. You have a story like, hey.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's hello, my friend.
What?
Where are you from? Is it like that?
Yeah, and
is it like Asian African style? Hello, my friend.
Yeah,
Similar, huh?
It is, but in European context.
In different
more
way,
like,
yeah. More relaxed.
We also have this Perdiamo castle. We also have, you can drink here espresso and take your time to think, or something. Yeah, that's how
cool,
it is,
cool.
You wrapped in story, but it was too much, for me. It's very aggressive still, because obviously you get commission, like from the sales.
Mm.
But obviously, if you sell for €100, you get commission maybe a few euros. So obviously, we know where the money goes. It goes to that man that I was discussing. So that's how it is.
So how can this man own a cave, or he owns the entrance to the cave, or he has like a concession?
He has the rights to sell the cave.
Oh,
he doesn't own it as a physical, but he has the rights to sell the cave, and he has the infrastructure around it.
Yeah,
It's his, so
it's very interesting that the Slovenian government didn't make like a national park from it here.
yeah. And
Here, it would not be allowed. Any kind of like a natural stuff like that is under the municipality or the state authority.
We made a little path, and out of this path you cannot go. So it's like a very narrow path, and only this is like, of course, it's like concrete path. So
don't touch anything. Don't go here.
Don't touch anything. And there are also cameras in the cave. So and there are huge fines for it. So
huge fines.
of course, huge fines usually.
Because people like jump into the.
People like to, and also like take the stalactite for souvenir or something, which was growing for millions of years. So basically, they are punished for it, but they know the consequences usually, because we let them know. What if they actually steal a stalactite? So yeah.
So there's a big storm that is going on outside now. Of course, we are in Dalmatia, so it's not so. We are not affected, but Slovenia and Istria is. So what's happening now in Postojna cave? Is it colder inside? Is it warmer? How does it look over there?
It's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same.
Yes, it's cave, so the temperature is always 8 degrees.
8 degrees inside. Oh, fridge.
8 degrees.
Fridge, dude. It's a little bit higher than that.
It's very humid, so it's cold. I can assure you it's cold. Even in December when we were working, you come from -15, but it's dry, to 8, but it's wet, humid. So it's very different type of cold. Very different type of cold. Yeah, it might look like
bring boots, rubber boots.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, especially after the storm, because all the water goes through limestone. I mean, this is how the cave is formed. So after all,
kick ass, yeah. No, it's like I've been outside now just like 1 hour ago. It's okay, man. Just like slight wind, not too strong, slight rain, like a little bit, but nothing. Just annoying, but there's nothing going on. There's no real like power to it.
Yeah, but I must say that also snowstorm in April in Slovenia is nothing too special.
Of course.
And even in May we had snowstorms. So we are kind of prepared for it. In May is a problem because people already changed the tires. This is the problem. The winter tires to the summer tires, but in April nobody is changing tires yet. So we are still having.
Interesting. I always keep the winter tires on all year long.
Yeah. I don't know. Some people do, yeah. But it's like the grip is different.
The grip is different
for the tires, and they told like.
In the summer,
it is told that
they're probably melting.
Yeah,
I don't even know it. I'm just driving around with like melting tires, and I don't even know it.
Yeah, and police is frequently checking the depth of the tires. If they're like this, like like a slide,
slick, like Formula One.
Yeah, then you get a fine.
You're fucked.
Yes, of course.
Oh, your cops are like.
Yes,
Your
quite,
cops
yeah.
are tough, dude.
Mm.
Oh my god.
For example, now was a protest 1 week ago, and the police didn't intervene. They
What?
just took a picture,
Uh-huh.
and they see digitally who are the people, and they send the fine to home.
Whoa.
So it's quite scary, to be honest. to
So
think about it.
wear definitely masks that fuck up the cop cameras, please.
And the masks outside are obligatory now for 12 days outside
Where?
in Slovenia.
In Slovenia, all Slovenia. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, this is freedom. We are enjoying freedom for now.
Indeed.
Already
Now.
in Zadar, I read news yesterday
Yeah, some things are
that they are advising the
Yeah.
Zadar Corona Authority is advising masks in the open everywhere.
In the open, especially where it's crowded. But I like this word advised because it doesn't give the like obligatory.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
as long as it's advised, then I'm fine with it. You know, and as long as there is no actual rule what is crowded and what is not. In Slovenia there are rules. Up to 5 people, more than 5 is crowded. That's it. There is just number. But you know, you can stretch the term as long as you want. You know, what is crowded? You know, is it supermarket is crowded? Is it market crowded? Is it, you know? You can stretch the term as long as you're good with it.
We understand everything. We are completely, we are compliant with the advices of the Croatian Corona Authority. So we are not against the measures being put in Croatia. So, of course, changing the subject. Where is your next destination? Are you going down the coast? Are you going up the coast? You are a couchsurfer. How long are you going to travel? What's with the geography? What are you doing with the geography? Why are you studying geography? And so on and so on. Just like answer the first question, and then we'll go into the details of the next.
So I think I'm going down the coast. I think I'm going to Dubrovnik now.
Oh yeah.
But only for 3 more. Only for 3 more nights, basically, and then I really have to return
To Zadar.
Yes, to actually have the place to actually listen to lectures. I mean, I have only 3 lectures here, but it's still, you need some place and you need to know that you will have Wi-Fi by then, you know, like. But yeah, actually now I'm 2 weeks traveling basically, so it's I think it's a perfect Easter travels basically. So.
So this is like just like a nice
Yes.
opportunity to
Yes,
have
exactly. And as long as I'm here, I decided to go for Dubrovnik because I don't know if I will return in May. I don't want, to be honest, I don't want to return in June to Dubrovnik already. It's already the start of season. I don't know. I like
but
it.
last year there was no people in Dubrovnik. The cruisers didn't come. It was
the big cruise.
forbidden for them, which is most of the people come from these ships.
Yeah.
So Dubrovnik was empty.
Wow.
Actually, when I remember what was happening, everybody was empty. The only place that was full was Bol. And specifically the winery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been to Dubrovnik only once, and it was August, and it was before Corona, so it was crazy. But I just, when I'm in Split, so I said, okay, let's go to Dubrovnik, and for next travels maybe choose North Adriatic.
North Adriatic, okay.
Because I've been on these islands many years ago with family. This like 15 years ago.
Cool.
Zres, Loshin, Krk, Pak, those. I don't remember anything from it. So maybe to see this and maybe also Istria more.
Time to switch to the dessert. This time we are having the how do you say lisnato tiesto? Fuck, I don't even.
Dough.
The dough. The store bought dough.
Yeah.
With some marmalade inside and just baked in the oven. This is just like perfect when it's still hot.
Mm-hmm.
When it's still hot. Now cold, it's good, but when it's still hot, oh my god.
The roll. Huh?
Yeah. I smell dough rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So like Dubrovnik, then back to Zadar. Do you have a roommate? Are you in a dormitory?
Yes, I'm in dormitory. I could afford also staying in apartment, but I came here to also not to spend more than I earn basically. You know. Why should I? Some people do, you know. Some people have this because it's once in a lifetime opportunity of Erasmus. Well, for me, it's not once in a lifetime because it's my third Erasmus.
Your third Erasmus.
Yes,
Which
yes.
year are you studying?
First year master.
I don't understand what that means. Please speak in.
So I finished bachelor.
Speak in peasant language.
Yeah, I finished bachelor 3 years. Then I had 2 free years to travel. Then I.
So you finished the bachelor, which is 3 years, and then you 2 years took off.
Basically 3 years and then 1 year to diploma, but I was just writing diploma. Basically, I was traveling.
Cool.
Then 1 more year for another Erasmus program, which was European Volunteering Service. It was in Estonia for 1 year, and now I basically applied master to get 2 more Erasmus out of it.
All right. Smart guy, yeah. Erasmus, milk it.
Definitely, and
Yeah.
since I choose the destinations in the former East, I get through very well, to say the least. I get through financially very well.
Yeah.
Because I choose the East. You know, people, I don't know, people always tend to choose the West. And then they complain because the Brussels give them the same amount of money as me, you know. Which is too low for the West, you know. When you have 500 euros in the West,
You're fucked.
you're fucked. When you have 800, you're basically fucked because in North you pay that much for rent. I know. In Oslo you pay that much for rent, 700 euros. 800.
So you gotta, what you gotta do then in the West if you're a student, like work or something, like or beg,
I don't want to know.
open up like donation, like prostitution,
To be honest, I
male prostitution.
Mhm.
Imagine that. Imagine
not
that.
gonna work.
Gigolo.
So, first half a year I went to Spain, to Sevilla. So this is officially it's west, but it's not because it's in the south of Spain. So the prices are like here basically. You know?
It sounds very like everybody's dark skinned and really attractive dark women.
It's true.
Is it like hot? There's a lot of like
horribly hot.
Arabian architecture, like old.
Yeah. Granada, Malaga,
Right.
Andalusia. Yeah, there are many students from Colombia, from South America.
Of course.
It's nice to meet them, but you know, like here, when I meet Europeans here on Erasmus, I know that I might see them again because Europe is so tiny, especially with low-cost airlines. I can call up, I can go around. I visited many people from European youth exchanges, many people, again, that I saw them again, you know. For those people who I met from South America, who knows when I'm gonna visit them, you know. Especially now in this, like, situation. I need a lot of time to. About my roommate, he's Turkish.
Turkish guy.
He's officially,
Turkish guy in a dormitory with a
Turkish
Slovenian.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else with you in the room or
No, in
just,
the room, only two.
two bedroom.
Of us, yeah.
2 bedroom?
He's Arab, but he's living in Turkey, so near the Syrian border. He's a good guy. This classic Arab.
He's Arab. What does it mean? Like ethnically, like Arab, or like religious?
Yeah,
Like,
religiously.
it's the same. It's the same. Like, where is he? Like, is he Syrian, or is he like mixed, or is he like? You're not sure what's happening.
I'm not quite sure, but he's living in the area with the Kurdish people. So
So maybe it's like
southeast, but he identifies himself as a Arab who lives in Turkey.
Yeah,
which also Armenians live in Turkey, Kurdish live in Turkey. So yeah, it could be.
So he could be. He could
But he's
be
still
most
Turkish.
of-
He's Turkish, but he's Arab also. I don't know. So it's tough.
He is Turkish Arab.
Well,
Turkish
nationality is obviously Turkish.
Turkish Arab. It's
Ethnicity, in my opinion,
Turkey, huge country, probably.
And it's very
more than-
diverse. Yes, more than people think.
Probably a lot of it used to be an empire, so it probably attracted a lot of migrations, like Austro-Hungary. So
Yeah, and then the First World War, obviously, the whole complications with Armenians.
And they really sucked. They really sucked in World War One, except in Gallipoli. Gallipoli was a good victory, but everything else they kind of got kicked in the balls,
Pretty much.
just like in the Balkan Wars before that. Similar fate.
But to be honest, I've been 6 times in Turkey. I enjoyed every single time.
Oh, there we go. Another satisfied customer.
I enjoyed every single time. I love food. I love Turkish woman. I love the regions, so diverse regions.
But do you like Turkish soap operas?
To be honest, I haven't seen one. Like to really see one whole episode, I never. And Slovenians, we stopped watching TV basically like 10 years ago. We stopped watching TV.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Like
because Balkan is still very like into TV, but
here, I think most of the elderly people and middle-aged people still kind of watch TV. I have to admit that I've been watching TV until my early 20s, until I kind of got to the point where I found some information about TV itself being a kind of a device that hypnotizes you, and this disturbed me very much. I don't know, is it true? It's not a conspiracy theory podcast. It's just an unknown guy coming to my home and just like, let's question this man. I stopped watching a long time ago, and now you're saying that in Slovenia most of the population, or is this just like
definitely
people,
most of the population.
most of the population in Slovenia don't watch TV, people.
Elderly watch, but
Oh,
middle
yeah,
age
okay.
already. I would say they're very well. They're used to smartphones already. I can say the people in middle ages, they are already used to smartphones, and they are used to streaming services. What we do have still in Slovenia, though, although being a Central European country, is piracy. Everyone is using it.
Piracy. Yeah.
Piracy. But if you go across the border to Austria, no one is using piracy, because it's actually, if you are downloading streaming movies, you can actually get a fine from police.
You can find, yeah.
You can actually get a fine in your mailbox. Okay, fine. Fine.
Yeah.
In Slovenia, we tend to like to divide ourselves from the Balkans area, but in many things we are still very much into the Balkans. But don't tell this to Slovenians, because they get offended, But that's how it is. I feel myself as a Balkan. more than Central European. But there are many Slovenians who would be very offended by this.
I understand that, man. I definitely get it. We here. I myself don't like when they say, "This is Eastern Europe." In Croatia, Eastern Europe. That for me makes no sense geographically. Makes sense like I don't know. Administratively, you know, for some global view, it seems like this could be like grouped in Eastern Europe, but geographically, dude, come on, this is Central Europe. This is fucking Central Europe, you know. Can't be more central than this. I don't know. It's like aligned with Italy. It's like.
Well, definitely. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, but again, I heard like Czech Republic being also part of Eastern Europe, so it's like.
Yeah.
It's probably like Germany is the only Central Europe country. Like, actually, the border of Germany and Poland for many is west and east. There's no central, you know. East and west, there's no center, you know.
Yeah.
So this for me is funny, but I get it. Like, so Slovenians don't like to be Balkan. It's fine, dude. It's like you're there. You're on the border geographically, or that's it.
People have to decide whether they feel either way or around.
That's it. You know. If you're into that border theory, actually, borders and administrative areas.
Yeah. I'm interested in this. Cool.
Yeah. Geography, dude. Yeah. I used to do well in geography. But only because my teacher liked me. It had nothing to do with my knowledge or something. I was just interested in his stories. I was the one who was like very attentive to this guy's stories. And this guy was like, I don't know, one of the best storytellers I had in my all of the 12 plus years, 14 years. I did like 2 unsuccessful years in college back in 2004. But this guy was here in elementary school in Bol, geography teacher. He's unfortunately dead now, but he was what a guy, you know. What a, like it was just like the class would like pass like this. Just from listening to his incredible stories. And in the end, we didn't learn shit because, you know, there was the book. The book said a lot of numbers, and he didn't care about that. He only told like events and stories and these like details that were not part of the book. And we still needed to learn from the book, and he would only ask the shit from the book. That was funny about him. And the grading system in this guy was like, I like you're getting a good grade. You kind of seem like a shady guy getting like a low grade. So yeah, funny guy. But this guy that works in our winery, enologist. He's now an enologist. He used to be like competition champion, like I don't know, like a state champion or something like that in geography. He knew everything, like just like you ask him anything from the book, from anything about geography, he would know the answer. Yeah, you know, that was fun to watch. Like him just like kick ass every time, just like 5.
5 is good, no?
Yeah. What is the grades in Slovenia?
It's 1 to 5 for elementary, but 1 to 10 for university.
All right. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Many different countries have different.
What do you think about the white wine? About the Porsche? Huh?
It's amazing. Yeah, but
kicks ass, huh? This is that like party wine, you know. Relatively strong, but like smooth, goes down like so easy, goes down like
too easy, in fact.
Too easy to handle. But of course, I myself have to say that I like Vugava more.
Vugava.
Yeah, less complex wine. I'm talking about Stina Vugava. Less complex wine, huge acidity for Dalmatian whites. It's like a big issue. Like the acidity here in all wines tends to be on the low side, which is like a fault in experts' eyes, in experts' palate. So having Vugava as one of those great varieties of Dalmatia that has like excellent acidity. The complexity is not so high as here. It's not like this kind of like full fruitiness, like all this kind of layers of. This one is just like
straight to the point.
Simple, like kind of a lemony spiciness, just like and like freshness, like crashing through the wall, like into your face. I just like it. It's simple, straight to the point, easier, a little bit easier, not too easy, but a little bit easier, but just like this kind of I don't know. I liked it from the beginning, and I still like love it to this day. And of course, it became last year in 2020 the most popular white wine in Stina Winery. When you look at the sales in the wine bar. You know, I was the manager last year down there, so I can say with certainty that Vugava after Godiment, of course, but Godiment is part of a different label. So this is like a premium label. This white Stina is a premium label, and we have like a second label which are like under 10 euros wines. Where we have the blend of Pochip, Vugava, and Chardonnay. That was the most sold.
Under 10.
That was
10 is already.
That was the most sold of overall.
Yeah.
You know, really nice wine for the money, and there was like extra discounts, especially for the locals and so on. Anyway, like too much advertising for Stina. You know, I better get some money. You know, from this. I probably won't. The wrong people.
Yeah.
The right people won't see this. Maybe they will.
Eventually.
Anyway, yeah. So wine. You know. Now I'm in the vineyards. I was demoted, but that's okay. It was
demoted.
Yeah, I was demoted, but it was pretty stressful. So either way, I'm kind of enjoying this like outside air, like waking up in the morning. You know, working in the sunshine, you know, in these like amazing vineyards, you know. So that's for the same money basically. So it's alright. And still,
there are also some perks then.
What?
There are also some perks and advantages of this work.
Perks and advantages of this work is I can still take people to the winery and show them around. So. But the only issue is they only work from noon till 6 now. It's like a restricted work time, whatever. So yeah, But still, we could have gone and seen it. Maybe
next time.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next time.
Or next. I'll probably go in the morning.
Yeah. So what's the plan for the morning? You are leaving when, and what are you doing for the day, and how are you going to get off this island? Are you taking the Sumartin route, or are you taking the Supeta route?
So I met random Zagreb people who took me on the hitchhiking, and I'm going with them at 8 a.m. They're going to Vidova Gora, and probably they're just dropping me off on the crossroads, I don't know, Nerežišće, I don't know how it's called. The village before.
Nerežišće,
yeah, probably there. And since
yeah.
there, I will either hitchhike or even walk.
If they're leaving you there,
there are many ferries
Nerežišća, it's okay. Nerežišća, it's okay. You'll get in Supetar in no time. From the because everybody needs to pass there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Everyone
easy.
goes basically.
It's gonna be easy as fuck. Tomorrow they say it's gonna be really nice weather, so I think you're gonna see at least the view. It's a shame that you didn't go up there by yourself. The trail is, but you come from a karst area, very similar like this. So you've probably seen it all. Last question is. When you walk down the streets of Bol, what do you see? What do you feel? What do you think? What are the impressions overall? What are the good things? What are the bad things? Overall, Bol, how does it feel for you?
Well, I didn't expect anything, so it's much better than I expected.
Cool. Yeah.
In fact, every single town that I visit is gorgeous. Especially now, like I haven't been, in fact, in spring Dalmatia ever, probably. I always been in this high season full of tourist Dalmatia, always August or early September, late July, whatever. So every single town that I visited was perfect. Hvar, Jelsa was like, I didn't know anything about Jelsa. It was very cute.
Jelsa, amazing.
I came here. It was also gorgeous, and I look forward for other islands also. But even in the other archipelago, like every single random island that I go, I visited Ish, I visited Molat, I visited Ugljan, and I'm planning to Premuda, to some more secluded islands. But every single one until now, it was really, it was perfect. It was cute, tiny, and yeah, that is.
But you still haven't answered the question. Like, of course they are beautiful. Thank you very much for that. I mean, you gotta say that they're beautiful. You can't say like, well, success. But what's
the spice.
What is the thing that sets Bol apart? And what is the thing that Bol is missing out on compared with other places? Like
there's one thing that I really like about it, and this is vicinity to the actual mountains, like the peak. You can see it straight on. Like you can see in Hvar, you can see in Korčula. Of course, you can see in Makarska, but this is already the land, you know.
Oh, Makarska is really impressive. That's like.
Yeah, but
the view up there is for me better in Makarska than the view of the sea, which here, of course, cannot compare. But in Makarska, definitely hills are nicer than the sea view.
But being an island, it's this what Bol sets apart, in my opinion. View to the mountains, and actually view to Bioko also from here.
From here,
you can see
lower part of the.
I don't know, but otherwise, of course, like I'm not expert in history, so for me they're similar, you know, but they're all gorgeous, regardless. So, yeah. I would say this. Zlatni Rat, of course, but I didn't know it's here even. And I enjoyed it a lot. Yesterday I was in Sunset and I enjoyed it a lot because I was the only one. Mm-hmm. And there was no one, and there was view to mountains, there was view on Hvar, and there was a sunset. Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't want 100 drunk British, you know. There. I like to be there alone, you know. So.
Yeah.
But of course, this time will come, you know, the season. But I won't be there probably.
So, any final words? And once again, cheers.
Yes.
Viva Slovenia. Viva Dalmatia.
Yeah, thanks for hosting and thanks for the dinner.
And thanks to Cedevita Orange also as a secondary beverage here.
Future sponsor.
Just, you know how the Americans say, fake it till you make it. Anyways, so happy to have you here, dude, and good luck. Just a quick question to the end. Do you listen to Urban and 4, or you don't care about the guy having the same name?
Urban and 4. I don't even know this guy.
He doesn't even know Urban and 4. That's
But this is his surname or his name?
That's because he's not a woman, of course.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Anyway,
Urban
that's what I always joke about. Like Urban, yeah, it's only women listen to him. You know, just like, yeah, that's that kind of music. You know, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just like specialized for women's tastes.
Okay. I don't know. Random country. Americans.
No, that guy. He lives in Rijeka.
Yeah, he's from here. No,
That's like this kind of a rock.
From Rijeka, I know only Bolesno Green.
Bolesno Green. Jeez.
Grindcore.
Grindcore. There's a grindcore for Rijeka. Oh, we gotta go to YouTube and see it. Anyways, cheers once again. Thank you and good night, everybody. See you in the next episode.
See ya.